My name's Jordan Muir. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, as the guys would call it. I'm not supposed to look at the camera, but okay, I'll start again. My name's Jordan Muir. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I've been in the e-commerce space for the last 15 to 20 years. And I'm just over at the office visiting the guys.
Nice. So you've been working with DBP for what, 7, 8 years now. I know we've done a plethora of custom projects for you guys. Talk to us a little bit about Get Wines Direct, who and what they are, where they're at in their space.
Yeah, I suppose the business is quite unique. It's an omni-channel retail. So we have a storefront, which we call our city cellar door, where you can come in and taste any one of our 300 wines. We have a call centre where customers are contacted about new specials that we have. And obviously we have a website where people can transact on. We've also built probably a world-leading app in terms of wine shopping. So between those four, there's quite a few moving pieces. So we've recently rolled out a retail point of sale system based off the DBP system, which has been great. It's allowed us to align our two warehouses and the stock in both warehouses so that we can sell, no matter where the stock is located, we can sell. Previous to that, we were constantly transferring stock, dumbing, receipting stock in, etc. It was a real pain, it was a real nightmare, particularly for the team. So bringing those two warehousing components together, our main distribution centre, which is based out in Clayton, and our Richmond store has really helped us consolidate our stock and allow us to sell to zero. And obviously, as you know, that you don't want to leave 20 or 30 bottles there because a fair bit of your profit's tied up in the last few bottles, which normally would clear out in the store at a lower price. Now we can sell it at full price and maintain our margin. The other interesting part about our business is the CSR component. So call centre representative, there's a lot of software out there that sort of claim that they can do it. What we've designed is an interface that our staff can sit on the phone. They can see all the information they need about a customer in terms of what they buy, what they've previously purchased. It makes the transaction super easy and quick to do over the phone. We tokenise and store the credit card details, so we don't actually see the credit card details, but they're stored on the banking system, but we can easily transact without the customer having to go and get their credit card and fiddle around. About 50-50 of our sales are done online compared to our call centre, so it was imperative that we got a piece of software that would be able to handle both ways. A lot of people just try and transact it through the standard e-commerce interface. It proved to be a solution that wouldn't work for us, so we went and custom designed something with you guys, and it's been fantastic.
Nice. At your guys' size, I assume you can kind of speak to the scalability of the DBP platform. Can you fill us in on a little bit of the numbers, the size and volume that Get Wines deals with?
Yeah, over our course of the 13 years we've been in business, we've sold over 40 million bottles of wine. One of the things when we transitioned into the DBP platform was to basically take all the historic information across. When I proposed that, there was a few questionable faces around whether that was going to be achievable. We set some pretty short timelines and we actually beat them, which was quite remarkable because the data was about as dirty and as unruly as you could get, but it was great that the team could get it into shape that we could then use that data. That gave us the cornerstone of what we needed moving forward for our system to be able to grow and scale. We turn over currently around about $40 million a year in revenue. That comprises around about 250,000 transactions. All of that is maintained within the DBP AWS architecture. We obviously are always striving to have it as fast and run as quick as possible. We are on the other side of the world and we do localise a lot of our servers, etc., which makes for speed improvements, but we've never really had any problems with speed. We throw a lot of traffic at the site at times, do a lot of marketing that's very deal driven, so it's very much peak load type stuff. It's not a consistent load of traffic through the day. It'll really peak up and come back down. And I think in the 4 or 5 years, we've probably had maybe 5 minutes worth of downtime. So it's an excellent system. The support team at DBP have been fantastic for us as well. There's a few times when I ring in Australia and it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon and it's 4 a.m. in Denver, and one of the team anywhere around the world's always got the phone call within about 5 minutes. So we're really happy with both the support network and obviously the serviceability. We have some pretty big ambitions as we grow, and we continue to use DBP, and we've renewed our contract for another period of time to ensure that we can grow as a business. We're running multiple front ends now, all off one back end, which just makes life so much easier for us. And we've been able to scale and do all that on the existing platform that we started with 3 years ago.
Nice. On that site, talk to us about some of the flexibility you've had.
Yeah, look, I think the Shopifys and the WooCommerce of the world have certainly improved in the last 5 years. They're a really good vanilla solution if you're starting out and just want to sell a couple of products. It's sort of, once you get to that point where you want to do some stuff that's fun and exciting, that's where it ends. And I think that's what differentiates us as a business, is our ideas and what we come up with and what we do differently to everybody else. I've rung you at various times of the evening with crazy ideas that we thought could never work that we've been able to build. There's some of the, I suppose, the reasons, and I think our secret sauce is that the stuff that a custom design system can do in comparison to the restrictions that are placed upon an out-of-the-box solution, that's really where your main difference is. If you want to stand out from the pack and you want to do things differently, that's where this custom design comes in. Yes, it comes at a cost that's more expensive, but the way I see it, your return on investment's tenfold. So it allows us to certainly be better. It allows us to do different types of things through our promo code engine, the way that we can do sales. We try all sorts of different things, from straight discounts to all sorts of tricks, and I won't give away the complete secret sauce, for otherwise someone else will be trying to sell wine the way we do. But yeah, that's been the ability of the team to be able to probably interpret what we're trying to achieve as a business and the ideas we have, and then take that into technical code and then be able to build it and do it in such a rapid time.
Nice. I know you've just had a baby. You know, with all this going on and all the adventures you've been on, how do you balance work and life?
A baby up late at night in Australia is pretty much Denver working hours, so probably made life a little bit easier, to be honest with you, being up with Macca at the early stages.
Right.
Certainly changed my lifestyle quite a bit. I would certainly be one that likes to have a good time, work hard, play hard sort of deal. So the late night activities have somewhat been curtailed. Probably made me slightly more productive from a work perspective. But yeah, look, it's been completely life-changing, as everybody said it would be. I probably didn't believe it as much, but yeah, she's fantastic. I think I was really lucky I got a good one, which made life easier. A couple of the developers I work here with at DBP, they had a baby at the same time, so there's been a few challenges that we've both sort of ridden through together. There's been some late nights for me back on Slack having a chat and just airing my grievances at times with the screaming baby, but other than that, she's been fantastic, and she's a real little cutie.
Nice. Well, hey, we are looking forward to working with you guys here in the future, and I appreciate you coming out to the good old US of A and meeting with us and working and getting on camera.
No worries, mate. Thanks.
Yeah, man, that was great. Definitely one of my best I've had on camera.